Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the slums, and what we got on the background? That's right, of course, some Jerd beats. Some Jerd beats. You gotta love those Jerd beats. That's right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a good one, and welcome back. Welcome back, and tell me something, fellas. What's wrong with this picture right here, huh? No, it's not that I'm camping in a corner. I mean, you all know, soldier camps to win. And I did win the gunfight. And no, it's not that I'm using a claymore there, but it's quite shocking. Like, what am I doing with claymore? Since when do I use claymore? Look at that. Another one with scavenger. What am I playing? MW2? Trapping the whole map? I mean, what's wrong with this picture? Hey, I'll tell you what's wrong with it. I'm not using the freaking gold AN94. That's right, I'm using the SMR. Since when you've seen me playing with the SMR? This is quite shocking. I don't know when was the last time I made a video about this, but I don't think I ever played with the SMR before. But I tried it the other day, and you know, I'm not a big fan of semi-auto weapons. I quite struggle a little bit, not on this gameplay, but you know, when I first started playing with this weapon. For the simple matter that, you know, when you're shooting, we all know, like, you manually have to click on the trigger every single time you want to shoot a bullet. And with the same hand, with your thumb, you have to aim. And I'm not very good at it. I'm sure some of you guys, you know, you guys are freaking beasts with semi-auto. You got no problem. But soldier sucks with them. And, you know, my aiming gets all over the place. So my little tip for me to you, if you never, you know, play with these weapons or you struggle with that same reason, use stock. Because stock, you see that? Look at that. I'm like moving left to right side, and it allows me to correct my aim easier with my left hand, you know. So for me it works good. But anyways, man, I want to talk about this learning curve thing about Black Ops 3. I mean, eventually I haven't played Black Ops 3, you know. I'm not lucky enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not big enough, you know. I don't know, but hey, some people are lucky than others. And you know, I've read some articles, I've watched some gameplay, I've listened to some, you know, some guys that work at Treyarch talking about this. And in my opinion, I believe that, you know, us Call of Duty veteran players, we are gonna have more of a hard time to learn this Call of Duty than any other Call of Duty. And when I say any other Call of Duty, let's just put Advanced Warfare on the side. All right, Advanced Warfare didn't make part of Call of Duty for this video, okay? You know, we're like really used to just, you know, grab this game, any Call of Duty game, and it's like a casual game. Like, anybody can pretty much get good at it. I mean, it's just running, aiming, shooting. There's nothing really too complicated about it. Now, the thing that Treyarch kind of explained is that, and this is a good thing, they explained that they built their maps based on the character's mechanic, which is a really good thing. You know, I think it's very important because that makes the game have a good flow. You know, like, if the game has a good flow, the maps have a good flow, it's fun to play. There's nothing complicated in that. It's just simple as that. It's, you know, if it runs good, you know, it has a good flow, people have fun on the map. If it's just like COD Ghost was, like, you know, you get killed, it takes you like freaking almost half an hour to get across the map, like it is in Battlefield. You know, it kills the momentum, and you know, you get bored with it. And that's why people like small maps, because you're always in the middle of the action. Now, we all know these features that are going to be in Black Ops 3, which is thrust jumping, wall running, slide, guns up, and special ability. These are the new features in there. If there's anyone that I'm missing, please correct me on the comment section. And you know, I'm glad they did that, because if, like I said, if the game has a good flow, this is going to be very important. Y'all remember, for example, in Advanced Warfare, and I knew this was not going to work. You know, they were trying to buy us before the game came out. They said, well, you know, we have this non-exo list, and I remember making a video and saying, you know, non-exo list will not work because the maps will not fit with that, you know, with the mechanic already of what the game is based on, which was like jumping pretty much all over the place. And that's like really, I don't know, did you guys hear that squeaker? That squeaker was on this gameplay was always like, what? I forgot to mute him. I was really focused on my gameplay here. But anyways, so I think that's a really good thing. And I think with all these new features, since it's not going to be that of a casual Call of Duty traditional game, if I could say that, it's going to take more time. So I'm minding myself already that it's not going to take me 1 or 2 or 3 days. It might take me a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to learn how the maps work, etc., etc. You know what I mean? For example, you know, like let's take an example from wall running. You know, first of all, I thought that wall running was going to be like sort of like Titanfall. You would be able to wall running pretty much everywhere. And again, if that was the case, to me, it's just making the game a big mess, because then everybody's just going to be everywhere. I don't want that. I didn't like that in Advanced Warfare. I'm actually glad that I've heard that, you know, wall running is only in certain areas of the maps. And again, if you want to wall run, you got to think about it if you actually really want to do it. Because let's face it, number one, wall running is good because it allows you to move from point A to point B pretty fast, right? But you're putting yourself at risk because you're getting way more exposure like that. So you're like, you know, you think about it, especially if you're like close from a high kill streak that you've been like camping for, I don't know, 2 minutes trying to get that kill streak. You're gonna be thinking about it. Do I really want to wall run here or not? So I think for that matter, it's good because it's the reason why players won't be all over the place at every single, you know, at all times, should I say. So for that matter, you know, there's a lot of features in there that I think it's gonna take time to adapt to it. And I think for us COD veteran players, it might take us some more time. You know, someone hooked me up on Twitter and said, you know what, I don't think so. It's COD, it's more of a basic shooter. You know, every gun is like a freaking laser, there's no recoil, let's just learn the maps. Well, yeah, it's learn the maps, but there's new features as well. So you have to learn the maps with the features that the character has. And the other little thing that I want to say is, I think new Call of Duty players, like players that never played Call of Duty, I think they're gonna struggle very hard in that, in Black Ops 3, to be honest. Some people think, you know what, maybe not, I don't think so. You know, there's some people that just got it right away. And yeah, there is people that are just like naturally just freaking good, you know. But we're not all beasts in this planet, so I don't know. I think new players will struggle a little bit. So anyways, man, that's my point of view. That's what I want to say. And I'm minding myself, you know, getting ready that for Black Ops 3, I think, you know, it's going to take a little bit more time to get used to the game. You know, we're going to have to learn the game, and sometimes we're going to have to slow down our pace and more like having this traditional boots to the ground and not only focusing on jumping and wall running everywhere, you know what I mean? So anyways, man, this is the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Last video almost hit 600 likes. I appreciate the support. I know I'm not always there, you know, life has been keeping me very busy, but I do appreciate the support. I don't forget you guys. You guys don't seem to forget me, and thank you all for this. I'm Soldier, and I'm out. Later.